And we are joined by Coach Luke Fickell. As we said, Cincinnati is 6-0 overall, 2-0 in the American. Bearcats were idle last week. They'll be in action Saturday against Temple in Philadelphia. The game will be a noon Eastern time start on ESPNU. Coach, thanks for joining us on the call. Tell us how your open week went as you prepare for set to get back into the kitchen here in the East Division against Temple on Saturday, please.
Off week was good. We got an opportunity to practice and hopefully get better at what it is that we're doing, get some young guys a lot of work, give some guys some time off. So we were able to give them off from Thursday late afternoon on till come back on Sunday night. So all in all, you worry about the momentum and some of those things, and the routines that you are so accustomed to, and maybe it's just me more than the guys. But it's also good to get back here and get an extra day kind of on Monday, from the week off. So excited about that. Obviously, get back into league play. Going to Temple is probably as good a team as we've played all year, and a team that's playing as well as anybody that we've seen. So it's going to be a great challenge.
We'll take questions for Coach Fickell, please. Star 1 on your telephone keypad will put you in the queue, and then the operator will introduce you.
Our first question is from Mark Narducci with Philadelphia Inquirer Daily News. Please go ahead.
Hey, Coach. I just wanted to ask you how what you see at Temple, what you see as big challenges in stopping them.
Well, I think that they're as athletic of a team probably as we played. I think there's 3 wideouts that I'd say are the top tier wideouts. And that's no disrespect to the other guys. It's just I don't know that we faced a team where they maybe have one or here's their other go-to guy, but there's 3 guys that you'd say are big play capable guys, and then obviously the running game. I think the back is as good as we've seen. Just a physical downhill, never goes down off a first hit, and so when you can run the football, and then that puts you in a lot of one-on-one situations and some of the play action stuff down the field.
How about on the other side of the ball? What do you see out of them?
Boy, they've just done a great job. I mean, I think last week was the first week that they didn't score a non-offensive touchdown. So I think they've scored 4 or so defensively, and one or 2 special teams, white block, punt, return kicks. So I just think that big play capability. They're going to challenge you defensively. They're not going to give you a lot of those easy throws that, sometimes people that play a little bit softer coverage. So, you're going to have to work for everything that you do. And what it comes down to is there's talent. There's talent really across the board with length and size and speed. And I don't know if that's something that we've maybe seen as much of in probably the last few weeks.
Thank you.
Sure.
Our next question is from Sean Pastor with the Owl Daily. Please go ahead.
Hi, Luke. How are you?
Good, thank you.
I was curious, just looking at numbers for your team, one thing that just jumped out is that Navy is the only, you've thrown fewer passes than anybody in the league right now except Navy. If you've got a situation this week on the road, how much comfort do you have if you get into a situation where the game falls on Desmond Ritter's shoulders?
It doesn't bother us. I mean, we've had some games and some situations where because the running game had gone the way it had gone, that's what we did more so than anything. If you take the first game of the year, obviously Desmond was young. The game was managed the way it needed to be managed. The second game of the year was a monsoon, and to throw any balls in that game would have been really difficult. So sometimes the numbers can be a little bit misleading, but I don't think there's a lack of confidence in our mentality or our confidence in what Desmond Ritter and those guys in the outside can do.
Okay. And then, as a longtime defensive coordinator, when one thing Temple does offensively is just like everything, right? It's part of their philosophy seems to be to throw all this stuff out there. How much does the extra week there help in just you guys being able to digest all the film, or is there only so much that you're going to be able to probably impart to the kids anyway?
Well, it's kind of a catch-22 sometimes. Sometimes you watch too much, and then you think you know too much, and then the reality is it's still a game that's played by 18 to 22-year-olds, and it's not what we know, it's what they know, and it's not what we understand, it's what they understand. So I think there's a unique balance to it, trying to figure out, how much is too much, what's enough, what don't you tell them at times. So it can be, again, it's a positive for having that week off to, I think, just to freshen yourself up mentally, a little bit physically, but you got to be smart and use it the right way, and not try to, hey, they do all these different things and we got to stop everything, because then you end up stopping nothing.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Do we have any further questions for Coach Fickell, please? Star 1 on your telephone keypad, if so. Well, Coach, thank you for your time today. I look forward to hearing from you once again next Monday.